Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse. Today, we're going to be catching up with Wonder Man. On top of a lot of the shows that I have that are backlogged from 2025 that I'm trying to catch on between, Welcome to Derry, Percy Jackson. I've got all of Pluribus recorded. I've done that while it was coming out. I haven't got around to editing it yet. That's another one that's going to be coming here real soon. But with this one, usually we're pretty on top of it with Marvel content and whatnot. But I've been backed up, man, and I'm a little late to this. But I've been seeing all the praise that this has been getting. And I will be honest, while I wasn't initially excited for this because okay, Wonder Man, an actor, blah, 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 this kind of stuff going on. Sure, sounds interesting, but I wasn't like hungry for it in any kind of way. But like the last trailer that came out, or at least the last one that I saw, actually really perked me up for it and got me really excited to kind of check it out. I was like, oh, okay, I want to see what this has to say. And then on top of that, it's just like everybody's been talking about how good this show's been, that it just got me even more kind of excited. So while I had to put it off for a little bit, I am excited to dive into it all the same. So we're going to go ahead and hop into the first two episodes here today. So let's get ready to do that. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, if you want to get early access to a lot of the other shows that we cover here on the channel and all that kind of stuff, you can do all that over on Patreon, where you can watch all this stuff without us, all the stuff we got to do to get this edited down and showed on YouTube and whatnot. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also can suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. It's a great way to support the channel, helps do things we do over here. But at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit on these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 1, Matinee. Here we go. Very ominous music right out of the gate here. Or maybe dramatic more, because it does have a light build.
We don't reverse the tomography in the next 30 seconds. Barnaby won't stand a chance.
Oh, that's why. Yo. Oh, it's kind of like this Flash Gordon kind of vibe. I don't know much at all about this character.
I can't leave Barnaby to die.
But they'll kill you both.
I don't care.
The Umbrella people believe if a soul fails to turn right after death, it winds up in a dark and treacherous place. Well, I've been to the void. I've lived in that screaming silence.
Into the void, you say?
I lost whatever part was left in me that makes a person a person.
No one else ever gave a damn.
Aww.
It's too late for me, but you can still walk away.
Oh. Present day. Making notes on the script. Gotta get your warm-up exercises. Loosen up.
Not this, man.
God. Trilling, all the stuff. When I was back at show choir, performing on stage and whatnot. Yeah. Did give me some Sharpay and Ryan vibes, though, for a second, I won't lie.
Copy.
American Horror Story. Hold up.
Yeah, David, go ahead.
That's what that says, right? I swear that's what that said. On one of the doors, at least. Rogers the Musical.
Okay, who last set eyes on it?
Hey, Kieran.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, isn't that for American Horror Story?
Yeah, thank you.
David, where are we with that blood? Yeah, I just got to set.
God.
Beautiful. Talk soon.
I fell off of... I watched all of American Horror Story up until I finished 84, and then that was the last season I watched.
Must be Professor Harpin.
Yeah, I love the Castle Rock you directed. Your Sons of Anarchy episodes, they were the best in the series.
Oh,
Thanks.
Ashley, I'm a big fan.
this is so
During
meta.
the Twilight series.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so class has just ended and Professor Harpin's packing up his desk.
Okay.
I still need to watch Castle Rock.
We do the first couplet.
Never seen
How's it
Sons of
felt?
Anarchy,
Yeah.
but obviously it's got a lot of high regard.
Do realize, according to legend, that's
So
where the
funny
Aztec
that a
god of
lot of
death,
these
Mukuntauquitli,
things
was tricked into giving up the bones
are
that
canon to the
became
MCU is hilarious. But then again, Spider-Man and all of his pop culture references,
And then
for
Sarah
sure.
transforms into a monster, and bites off Professor Harpin's head here. Any questions?
Oh, wait. Wait. Is this supposed to be some kind of fake American Horror? Was his trailer American Horror Story as well? Like that whole row?
I was thinking we go pretty far back. Like maybe we were best friends, but we had a little falling out when she got tenure before me.
Oh, he's really diving into his character, but he's like a day player though, right? Might be taken a little more serious than they are actually looking for right now. I don't know.
The script says Sarah, but if I've been secretly jealous of her career, I don't think I would be so friendly. You know, maybe I should call her Dr. Johnson instead, you know?
Yeah, let's try both ways.
I wouldn't let her get that far.
Who?
Dr. Johnson, considering our history, I don't think I'd let her cross all the way to my desk.
Oh, yeah. He's overstepping a little bit here, I think.
No. That is interesting. We're already lit.
Yeah.
Your dead body kind of bleeding out in this moonbeam that we have.
We can move the moonbeam. It'll
Oh.
only take a few minutes.
She's like, you motherfucker, why did you say that? Oh, God.
Let's move the moon.
Oh, well, might as well. Let's just get the production rolling. Let's get it moving. I don't know if she was conducive to that or just reluctantly going along with it just to get things moving again.
Just wondering if I should be packing up a copy of Aztec Thought and Culture by Miguel Leon Padilla. Unless you're thinking Aztec Civilization by Henry Freeman, but that kind of changes things.
Does it?
Yeah, look at them. Oh, God. Hey, I commend the research, the effort.
Professor Harpin is focused solely on Aztec studies.
Buddy. How about we just shoot the scene?
It says packing up his desk
Right.
for the night. Should we check with a writer just to be safe?
You're about to die in the scene, dude. Yeah, oh my God. Oh, this is making me cringe out of my skin right now, man.
Yeah, but at this rate, we're never gonna make our day. Can you get Ryan on the phone?
Murphy?
Professor Harper's history with Professor Johnson is what makes his death at her hands all the more tragic.
Honestly, I never thought of it that way.
But it's here in the subtext.
Do you see that?
I wrote it. Sorry. Oh.
The showrunner just called, and he is rethinking this episode, and he's worried about Professor Harpin's scenes being a remnant of an earlier version of Ashley's arc.
Oh my God, he got this shit cut. Oh my God. Oh my God, that breaks my heart. Cause you gotta commend the passion, the effort, the desire to make it yours. I don't think anybody wants to do that when a project is handed to you and you're part of it. It's your baby. You want to be authentic. You want to be taken seriously. But there's a balance. There's a balance. Oh,
It's a series wrap on Simon Williams.
That crushes my soul, dude. Question, is this actually any of this relevant to any of the recent seasons of American Horror Story, or is this a season of it that never happened? They cut his character so they can make it a canon season in universe and it all works all the same. I'm just curious. I haven't kept up with it in a long time. For what feels like a long time. That's so goddamn annoying. He made it. Wonder Man.
You moving on?
I'm just not happy, Simon.
Come on, Vivian, we're good together.
It's a little late to start caring about this relationship.
God, what? To just try to have been out before he even got home is crazy, though. I mean, it's easier for some people to do that, but damn. What a great day for him right now. Yeah, I have no idea what his powers even are. But you like, it's like you building.
I remember. Yeah. It was a python. I don't know if it was Burmese or not, love. I can't speak to that. It was in the pool. That's what bloody matters. It had been somebody's pet. Wasn't looking for cuddles. Oh, sorry, love. I can't today.
I mean, the movie hasn't started yet.
Damn right it's big. Biggest bloody movie of the year is all.
Hey, man, do you mind?
Give my love to Uma. Smooches.
What's up, Travis? Trevor. Not Travis. What? Fuck. Whatever. Close. Not quite.
I played the Mandarin, but that was over bloody 10 years ago, and I was just a puppet. And whatever theories you've seen on Reddit are totally false. I had nothing to do with Pizzagate. I'm not a member of the Illuminati. Did not have my hands replaced with baby hands.
What?
I remember you from that omnibus episode you did in the 70s. You played Edgar Allan Poe, The Need for Nightmare.
Not too many people remember that old gem, including me. How was I?
Stole the episode. And I should know, I'm also an actor.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Do you mind? Movie's about to start.
I'm gonna have to have another 10 just to cover expenses, all right? I'll buy you coffee, huh?
I love it's just like it's genuinely about the love of storytelling of the film. And they stayed to the last credit.
Never tire of rewatching that one. It's authentic. Really captures being an outsider on the fringe. And it's a little trippy, which is always nice.
Would love to know what you're up to.
Between you and me, it's a huge opportunity. I'm auditioning for Wonder Man. Nice meeting you.
Wait, someone's actually remaking Wonder Man?
Not someone, Von Kovac.
Janelle. Did you hear about Wonder Man?
A superhero remake, not exactly what we'd expect from an Oscar-winning director.
Finding inspiration in another movie is not a crime.
Wasn't this guy just like in Superman?
Superheroes are part of our lives now. What we will find when we look at Wonder Man today, what can he teach us about ourselves?
Very thoughtful, very relevant.
I was born to play this character.
Oh, you serious? Boo, they are already talking to Leo.
No.
Today was the last day of auditions.
Well, couldn't you work a little bit of your magic? No one can say no to you. Not when you put on that charm.
I know you're not doing this right now. Mister, I got fired from American Horror Story this morning.
Okay, there we go.
You couldn't even lay
Thank
in
you.
blood, Simon. How hard is that? You just sit there. You just storm into this meeting with my colleagues.
Yeah, that was a
You own
little.
the place, and now you trying to work me? You know what? You got some nerves.
Passion.
You know I believe in you. I think you're one of the most talented people that I know.
I mean, that's true just of Yahya in general.
All right, we can talk about American Horror Story first thing tomorrow morning. I maybe have an early dinner, so I'll be gone, okay?
Oh, is he gonna?
Hey, girl, this is Imani from Hanover Agency. I got Janelle Jack.
She's in session, but I can have her return.
Hey,
She's in on Wonder
do
Man,
what you gotta do, man. This is yours.
Andy is gonna be in so much trouble. Anyway, I'm covering for her, and she just texted me because she forgot to get Simon Williams.
Hey, good actor, man. Good actor. This is a proof of his skills.
Can he still make it in? I can put him on the list.
Oh my God, girl, you are an angel. I'm gonna call him right now, okay?
He accidentally. Wait, yeah, he accidentally turned his fucking wipers on. That's hilarious. Just a little detail like that.
I'm assuming you're a Wonder Man and not a Barnaby?
correct.
Also, I don't have a doorman waiver on file for you, so I'm gonna need you to sign this. Assuming, of course, you don't have superpowers. Okay, you're all set?
You mind if I keep the pen?
Guess so.
Oof.
Until Barnaby pulled me out, no one else did. Right after death.
Oof. You gotta be a little crazy to be an actor, man. Just a little bit. To be an artist in general, I think so. Oh.
Ask Damien how things run. Oh, that's right, you can't, because he's dead.
Ooh, something was lighting up there.
Where have I seen him before? Pretty sure he used to be a terrorist.
The way she's like... That was in the trailer, though. But it's still funny, still good.
Come with me.
If you want to live.
I'm trying to help you, love. Some of us actually believe in supporting each other. Take it from someone who's eaten shit on stage more times than he can count. Not literally, mind you. You can still turn this around. It's not too late.
Like you felt the need to clarify that it wasn't meaning literally.
Well, trust the words. Just show up and say them. Be present.
No, that's not my process.
Well, your process can go blow a spider. Oh, this is your problem. You see, these notes are garbage. Sorry?
No, it's how I learned it. It's how I make my choices.
Well, your choices are getting in the way.
Yeah.
We've got to get you out of your head.
And how do we do that?
Blow every last bit of air out of your lungs hard and fast. With no air in your lungs, your body will go into shock, shut down your frontal lobes, so no more logic getting in the way. Then your amygdala kicks in and you'll be left with instinct.
That's interesting. Might be a little difficult or problematic considering he's a powered person. God knows what would happen when instinct kicks in. But yeah, he does need to stop. He's getting in his own way. But he's passionate. He cares, even for the smallest of parts.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon
Admirable.
Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
That's more than a lot of other people making these things care about, though. That's the thing.
Everything okay?
The Embera people believe if a soul fails to turn right after death, it ends up in a dark and treacherous place. I've been to the void.
It's what he saw in the theater.
I lost whatever part was left in me that makes a person until Barnaby pulled me out. It's too late for me, but you can still walk away. I'm asking you nicely, just walk away. I'm not sure I'd do it again.
Why not? John Gielgud used to have me whipping with the
You know,
belt
this is
across
the most
his bare ass every night.
seemingly grounded, level, and present Trevor seemed in the many appearances he's popped up in. But yeah, no, he killed it, dude. He killed it. I like that. Gave me chills a little bit.
I had a run of it in Croydon back in the 80s. I really struggled with the role at first. I remembered that great speech from Hamlet. The purpose of playing is to hold, as 'twere, the mirror up to nature. Nature, that's our job, to understand the world around us and ourselves within it. The real work isn't digging for subtext or parsing a writer's intent. The real work is living.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah.
Let's probably get going.
Of course.
I
have a good feeling about today. Something fateful in the air.
Let's hope. I like that so much. That was such a warm scene. And that's the truth of that, man. What they're meant to do. It's put a mirror up to the world, to live it, to connect with it, to understand it and feel it, be present in it. It's one of the things that makes it, I don't know, so fascinating to me. And it goes so unappreciated or understood, for that matter. Ununderstood, not understood.
Is that the matinee?
Yes.
Oh, wait, what
and
the?
Then you ran into each other at the audition?
And then we had drinks. Third contact.
What the fuck?
It's unstable and incredibly dangerous. His country isn't safe until he's in my custody. You sure he's buying the act?
Aww.
Don't fret. I've got him right where I want him.
That tears me up, man. Or maybe it's just according to the goddamn plan. Oh, that... I think that's damage control, isn't it? That sounded like the guy that was interrogating Peter and them, and then Miss Marvel and all that. I know he's in it. He was in the trailer, but oh shit! I didn't know Dustin Daniel Cretton was behind this. Well, that's neat. What a wonderful first episode. How did they know he's powered? What gave that away? So Trevor is tailing him, is putting himself in his path. He was talking on that phone about that audition to set and pave the way to string him along, knowing probably knowing the type of actor he is, the reputation he has, and all this kind of stuff. Is I don't know. And then just played it the way to lay the breadcrumbs and see if he follows, and he did. That breaks my heart, though, because he thinks he is genuine. But as an actor, it does seem like he isn't giving him real advice, but the reasoning behind it's insincere, which is in and of itself is also its own kind of interesting commentary on the industry. I love all of that, the insight into it, into being an actor, into the process, and difference in processes, and how sometimes that conflicts with the people making it, whether it be the showrunner, the director, or the writers, and how sometimes even a bit part like the one he was there to play, if you take it too seriously, if you take it too, if you try to inject too much of yourself or whatever, you start to clash. And there's so many stories of that. But then you can go completely the other direction where it's just like, it is soulless. It really just depends. I think you got to feel it out and vibe with it. But it's like when you're going out there to make a name for yourself, to make a mark for yourself. And this could be applicable of any job, not just acting. Whether it's in an office space or a warehouse or whatever. Any level of scaling or growth is based on acknowledgement, being known, being seen. A lot of promotional aspects of it, or even consideration for upward movement, even in any business, isn't always your numbers or whatever. It's the reputation that comes with that. So some people will try to overperform, to take it so seriously, and then other things fall to the wayside. That fall through the cracks, or because of that, it bumps into other things, and then that becomes the reputation, and then that inhibits itself. Sometimes it's simply just making friends with the right people. I think I saw this comment about it on somebody else's post about the show at one point. It was talking about, I was like, I don't live in LA. I'm not an actor. I'm not in the industry. I can't connect to any of this. And I don't understand that. I don't understand that in a lot of ways, because there's commonality in so many different things that I feel like it's really easy to find. Sure, you don't have to live in LA to know the struggle of trying to get a job, to job interviews, to trying to vie for a position you want, whether it's within your own company. You find a way in and you're like, oh man, I really want that manager position, but there's other people in here also vying for it as well, and the stress of that. Or even when you don't have a job and you're like, God, I need this right now, or you had one and then you don't anymore. There's a lot of universality in just struggling as somebody trying to work, and then especially in something you're passionate about, and I feel like there's a lot of connective tissue in that, and just like the human experience that I feel like just because, it's just actors, it's just art, it's just this, that, it's just LA or whatever, and people will write off about all the other things and the way that it applies to their own life, and it's just like, I think that I see that a lot. I see that a lot when I'm reacting to stuff, and this way I see people comment on certain things as well. Some people have a really hard time connecting with material sometimes if it doesn't match their exact world box view, whatever, even though there's 20,000 other things that are common with that walk of life as the one you are viewing. It's just like, I don't know. I don't get it. but I see it a lot. But I love this. Yahya is fucking amazing. He's such a good actor. I mean, everybody in this is, but also on top of that too, there is a fun element of this though that is, I love the layers between that, with the actors being actors, and then living this life, this almost cathartic way. Because I saw a comment talking about how when they were writing this, you know, they were just kind of getting out a lot of their own personal experiences out in this. So I love the layers of it. You know, whether it be their interactions with actors, their interaction with the studios, you know, agencies, their own struggle to get these jobs, this, that, and the other, or whatever, whether it be the directors or the writers or the casting directors or whatever, the people running the agency, the talent agencies and stuff like that. There's a lot of people kind of venting their own personal experiences out through this, which is kind of cool. It's one of the things I read that also got me really excited about checking this out and watching it, because I like hearing about that kind of stuff. And it's just cool. In this kind of way, because it is kind of taking the piss out of it while also kind of holding a mirror up to it in the way that it does to life as well, because that's the point of acting, is to show us a vehicle into the world, to reflect it, to show us ourselves, show us the world around us, or show us other people. You know, like us, you know, in my conversation with Matt Mercer about acting, about performance, about role play, which, you know, even if it comes down to tabletop, when you're playing a character, it's all about feeling and vibing with that character, what they've been through, what they have to do, what their choices. And it's always a vehicle into understanding the world around you and living in a world that maybe it gives you an opportunity to exist, even as an observer, to exist when you put yourself in the vehicle of the player's shoes, while the actor is physically doing that and recording that and performing that and bringing it to us. When we are watching it, we're doing the same thing by observing and putting ourselves in their shoes, and it allows us to understand other people when you give yourself into it. And I know that, again, coming back to that block a lot of people kind of have, there is a lot of people that just see it as entertainment and still they can't put themselves in it. And it's why it's an interesting test of empathy. Sometimes it can help you empathize, but it can also show where people's gradients of empathy are sometimes, because there's a lot of inability to insert for some reason for a lot of people that I've noticed since doing stuff like this. But I love this. This is a fascinating first episode. I'm not going to talk too much because we're going to go right into episode 2. So we are going to go ahead, get ready to gear up, and hop into episode 2, self-tape. Here we go.
My first audience was my dear old mum, Dorothy.
Were you in a hospital show?
South Shore Hospital, yeah. The first 3 episodes.
With Joe Pantoliano. I love him.
Yeah, people do.
But do they love you, Trevor Slattery?
13 years sober, back in Hollywood.
Oh, that's why he's so clear and present. But we're getting his story back, him coming back from... This is how close to this is this after Shang-Chi.
That's wonderful. Your mother would be so happy.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Some people call me a terrorist. I consider myself a teacher. Ready for another lesson.
The role he'll always be known for.
Ali Al Salam Air Base in Kuwait was attacked. I did that.
Pretty scary stuff.
It's called acting.
Yep, and that was him.
Why are we going through all this again? I had my trial, I went to jail.
I never finished your sentence.
Not my fault.
No one cares. Option 1, you go back to prison and finish your sentence. And then you have option 2, which is you do a little work for the Department of Damage Control.
Option 2, thanks.
Didn't even have to finish. I do not want to go back to prison.
This is Simon Williams.
Beautiful headshot.
He's a working actor with an agent. This is a small town. You'll know what's real. You need to find out what projects are coming up. Something juicy. Something Simon Williams would be particularly excited about.
Oh my God. But it's actually happening, but they are using it specifically to court him, which is sad. That's heartbreaking. Like when the thing you want is just like a ruse.
Call me about your audition for Wonder Man.
No, don't worry about it.
It's kind of a funny thing.
No, it's actually not funny.
Sorry, Janelle. I had to. It's just looked like the one. Like it was made for me. You know what I mean?
Actually, I don't.
I'm sure a lot of people feel that way, though.
She loved me.
She said something about you showing promise, maybe.
Uh.
That you actually have a real shot at. It's a self-tape for an indie feature, The Carlisle.
Oh.
You better deliver for Ruth. You want her on your side.
Yeah. Do something for her to get in with the one you want. You got to do the side piece to do this, the main piece. Yeah. Let's go. It's coming up, Simon. Let's go.
My mother or that odd poetry teacher, you never judge. Who says what? That I don't judge. That was bad. Ja. Would you? Who says what? That I don't judge. Maybe I'm just good at hiding it.
It's not. I don't know what is the context of all that is, but that did not feel like those two things meshed to me. Oh.
Maybe just
down in the back. Used to have help with all of this.
Yeah, I like that.
Now he threw the phone. Oh, whoa. Dude, his skin was rippling. Okay, so he's the reason California's got all these earthquakes. Or he can use those to hide. What is he? Where did it come from?
The Department of Damage Control considers Simon Williams an extraordinary threat. I think we've wasted enough time to search for this perfect audition.
It was worth it.
Could have gone with Megan 3.0.
No. I still haven't seen 2.0, to be fair. I like the first one, but the second one looked goofy. Too goofy. But who knows? Maybe I'll give it a chance one of these days.
I want you to wear this. When you enter his place, find his computer, place this right on top, and I'll handle the rest remotely. Why aren't you texting him back?
I wouldn't want him to think I'm just sitting around all day waiting for someone to text me.
This guy.
I think we've waited long enough.
I'll handle the role of Trevor Slattery if you don't mind.
I know him better than you do.
How far that little candle throws his beams, so shines a good deed in a naughty world.
Yeah. Right.
Merchant of Venice.
Sure. Don't mess this up, Trevor.
Oh, he's gonna fall for their charms because they do share a passion. They share a love. He caught his references while he does not. He's going to end up feeling bad about this in some way, shape, or form, I imagine.
Trevor Slattery?
Cool, be right down.
Wait, aren't I coming up?
Nope.
Hey.
Not getting to that computer just yet.
How are we using your apartment?
Nah, it's got bad energy. Went through a breakup, so it's kind of hard to focus.
So where did we go?
It's a self-tape studio, not far from here.
And what, pray tell, is a self-tape studio?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
I couldn't get into his apartment.
We're up.
Oh, gotta go. Uncle Vanya?
Smooth. Not much for improv, I don't think.
Sounds rich and texted. This could be good for you.
Right, so I'm thinking the waiter character is third generation from the Bronx.
You're doing the thing again.
He was a great cook, and he took Corey to the Carlisle when he was a little boy for T1, so he's always had this emotional attachment to it.
Not sure how you'll convey all this with, would you like to charge it to your room?
No, sorry, the two of us, we can handle it. That's why we came together.
Well, you should have read the waiver you signed because it stipulates that I read all off-camera lines.
Oh.
Would you like to charge it to your room?
Oh, sorry, is that me?
Yes, Marcy, indeed it is.
What did you...
Let's start again. Pick up the pace.
You sure you do this? This isn't a scam?
Would you like to charge it to your room?
How is it that... Is it that? That sounds weird.
I think we're good. Thank you, Marcy.
Is it that? That sounds weird, right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcy.
What the fuck was that?
Make yourself at home.
Wow. This place is crazy.
Sure beats the old dungeon.
The old literal dungeon.
You've seen Turtle Diary?
Of course. You and Glenda Jackson free a couple sea turtles from the London Zoo, but you really free yourselves along the way.
Yeah. How am I just realizing that now?
There's a tradition in the theatre of handing down your prop to the next generation. This particular skull's had quite the journey. It was used by David Garrick. When he played Hamlet, he gave it to Keane, who passed it to Irving, who passed it to Burton, who left it in a bar, and I nicked it.
Okay.
She was a nurse. She always believed I'd make a great performer one day, have a positive impact on the world. Max Factor's grandson used to live in that apartment. Now we've got this. Should we get to work?
Oh, wait, was that his Mandarin gear? The glasses and the rings?
Which is what? That I don't judge. Maybe I'm just good at hiding.
He stopped. All right, let's set up. Before we record, I had a thought.
I have that same handheld tripod he's got right there.
It's never been this hard to do a tape in my life. Ruth Bakshi is never going to work with me again.
Ruth Bakshi?
Yes.
Casting director on Wonder Man?
Yes.
You better not mess this up.
That's why we're doing this.
You don't have any friends.
So what about you? You've been out here for decades. Where are all your friends?
Used to have plenty. Oh, there is someone I could ask.
Dude, that's gorgeous.
We're both in South Shore Hospital together. I played the lead. Somehow he managed to get in the showrunner's ear. He had my character killed off, walked away with the lead role and the People's Choice Award, the most promising newcomer.
Damn, that's cold.
He owes me.
Yo. Wait, Joey Pants?
I can't freaking believe it. Oh.
That's hilarious. Right back to the combo on the plane.
Everybody calls me Joey Pants.
Yeah, of course. It's a pleasure. You know, I never eat a steak without thinking about you in the Matrix.
Same.
Grodin at De Niro and Midnight Run, but you were the third side of that triangle, man.
He's also in Chucky recently, and obviously the Bad Boys films.
I got into real estate early on, bought in Venice, way before Arnold. Made a disgusting amount of money. Just disgusting. So, you guys hungry?
Really here to socialize? We're on a tight schedule.
Oh, come on, Trev. Nestor's the best. I just stole him from McConaughey.
I like how we're just canonizing so many things to the MCU like this from just our world.
You can't audition on an empty stomach. People don't appreciate all the work that goes into the audition process. I'm offer only, so it's hard for me to relate.
Thank you. Helps.
Man, I'm so glad all that Mandarin business is behind you. I mean, the performance was good, but I was worried about you, man. That was some dark shit.
I do want to, that's an interesting thing I want to come back on is like, there is this, you know, when he's like, oh, be present, be there, read the lines, feel them and perform them and stuff like that. Depending on how deep you get into things or how substantial your immersion gets, one of the things I'm always fascinated by is the psychological effect of it. Because there is a lot of these darker roles like that when you embody something. Like when you just get in there, some people can get in there, they do the voice, they say the lines, they do the thing, they sell it, you believe it, you buy it, they didn't feel a damn bit of it and they can walk out and they're just fine, they'll let it wash off. A lot of people, like, when you steep into it and you embody these roles, connect with it in a way where it lingers and it festers, because you have to like submerge yourself in it in a way, like in that headspace. You know, there's method and then there's like this empathetic leap into selling what you're performing or whatever, and like the effect that can have, you know, some people who do a lot of dark roles repeatedly can just like, it can get you locked into a bad place. And I like that. That's the first place I was like, that was some dark shit you did, man, playing that role. Are you okay? Just checking on him. I like that. And it's just a light little thing, but it's something I think about a lot of times when people play particularly dark or messed up roles, especially long standing, when they're they're like playing a particular character for a really long time, or like Evan Peters, when he was consistently in an American Horror Story, he had to take a reprieve because it just started to weigh on him, being in like this macabre setting, doing on these things, saying all these things and blah, 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 blah. It ticks away at you a little bit.
Sorry, I'm at Joe Pantoliano's house. He just offered me Mott's from Hoboken. He got a treat in the foyer. I'm just trying to be polite. I'm in here code switching and everything.
Even damn if he was having sloppy joes with Sarah Paulson.
Yeah. Dude, so much AHS shit.
Stroke the man ego a little bit. Let me play this.
Just put your face, saying the lines on a tape and get it to me.
Okay.
Okay, I know you're already overthinking and doing that bullshit. Just be normal. Okay, can you play that? Normal man. The breakdown is go method.
Baby's day out. Right over the toilet seat.
I miss you, Dr. Jack.
What's that supposed to mean?
Dr. Jack Kronk. That was your character.
All right, lovely. Before you stole the lead from me.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm surprised you bring that up, Joe Pantoliano, right to my face.
You were high. Out of your mind. You weren't showing up to set, and when you did, you were screaming white worms were coming out of your skin.
Oh my God.
That you couldn't handle the pressure of being the lead. Showrunner. Finally, network had enough. Killed you off.
Can we please tape this audition?
Oh, that's struggling in a lot of different ways. It affected his work, affected his perception and reputation. Then it continued on to see how drenched and sloshed and fucked up he was when he was doing the Mandarin role, and now he's supposedly sober and trying to get back into the swing of his life.
Louis B. Mayer, he had a saying, the most important thing about acting is sincerity. You learn to fake that, you got it made. It's built on a foundation of insanity, so success is the collateral you use to build something real for yourself.
I like that.
It's better than any other job out there. But the minute you try to get something else out of it, getting even with your parents, whatever, you're screwed. You keep digging that hole and you'll never get out.
Makes sense.
Finally be done with it all. Must be nice. Not have to worry about your weight or your appearance.
What are you trying to say?
Actually, he's not done with acting.
Really?
He just had a huge audition for a lead role in a Von Kovac movie.
Well, holy shit, that's terrific.
Don't pretend to be happy for him, Joe Pantoliano.
I like how they keep saying his full fucking name.
That speech was the dumbest, most patronizing thing I've ever heard.
Oh, man.
Baby's Day Out is garbage. Even that dumb baby couldn't make you funny.
He was like, I'm going to be myself and I'm going to be a dick.
Acting isn't a job, it's a calling. It's the single most consequential thing anyone could ever do with their life.
It is of great, great value for sure, and not for the faint of heart.
Barry, what's this I'm hearing about a new Von Kovac movie, and why am I not meeting on it?
What happened, Mr. Offer Only?
You okay?
Sorry,
And seriously, Joey Pants not funny.
It's all right, man.
It's the hardest sell of this whole interaction.
I know a place we can go.
Oh, right back to his place.
Just ignore the mess, okay?
Well, yeah, these two are definitely going to connect over the course of all this, over their shared passion and love for it. And then it's all going to come out. We'll have a breakup and all this kind of stuff. And then they'll probably work together toward whatever. I don't know. That's just like, I see that trajectory.
Wondering if the waiter's actually feeling some type of connection. Maybe it's an invitation. Maybe I'm just good at hiding it. You can trust me with your secrets. Feel free to tell me more, that kind of thing.
Might be worth a shot.
Maybe. He's actually encouraging his overthinking now.
Would you like to charge it to your room?
How is it that no matter whom I bring in here, boy, girl, my mother, or that art poetry teacher I'm too close with, you never judge?
Mm-hmm.
Who says?
Who says what?
That I don't judge. Maybe I'm just good at hiding it.
They gave me another chill, man.
That I don't judge. Maybe I'm just good at hiding it. Do I send it?
You'd be crazy not to.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
It's transcendent.
I agree. Fucking ripped right into the soul right there, man.
I gotta pee.
And now he can strip the ring off and put it on his computer and do what they were here to do. Or is he going to be... Nope, he did it. There was a minor hesitation.
Yo, Trev, should I order a pizza?
Oh.
Splendid.
Oh, he's noticing that.
I'm running around today. I'm starving.
Oh, no.
Yo, Trev, you like pepperoni?
Uh-oh. Oh. Yo, and 1 and 2, is he going to notice what's happening on his laptop right now? 'Cause his ring is still there.
Yeah? Pepperoni?
I'll call it in.
Get the ring. Because that could be anything.
Hey.
Okay. He lucked out there, but yeah, that's... Whew. I need to know more about what his power is, dude. Ah, son of a bitch. You know, one thing I haven't been checking was if there's anything in the credits. Okay, cool. Nothing to worry about. Okay, awesome. Fantastic first 2 episodes. While yes, it's in the MCU, there's like, we're dealing with the stuff with Trevor's history and all that, and especially with the damage control sniffing and breathing down his neck that he has no idea about right now. I don't even know how they are aware of his gift. If he's just out there being a working actor or whatever, you know, how did they pick it up? Was there some incident, something that happened? I mean, we saw him as a kid in the very same place watching these movies or whatever. Did he move to LA? Was that theater somewhere else where he was watching it with his father? Did something that he did when he was a kid is what has them tailing him? I just want to know that. And then Trevor finally returns to the States after all of this, but obviously he didn't finish his sentences, immediately up for arrest. So he had his options to go back to prison or help them with this matter. But through this shared passion, this love, this connection, and excitement over the gift of acting, the performance arts themselves, and the power of it, you're seeing them build this connection, build this bond, him actually build and lift out this confidence, exercise, or not even exercise, summon, bring out this confidence in Simon, giving him genuine help, giving him advice, finding this friend in this town in which he's lost that, especially after his breakup, where he's been so distracted by everything else. I don't know. I mean, I get the idea that like she was looking for commitment, for something substantial between the two of them, but we see how deeply he puts himself into his work, so much so that it's probably damaging his personal relationships as much as his professional relationships in this. And I love that in this interesting kind of way, they're finding this interesting little middle ground, because in the first episode, Trevor's just like, get out of your head, stop doing it, read the words, feel the words, be present, which is very true, good advice. But he's telling him to stop thinking about the subtext, these layers and these other things. And in this one, when he's actually talking about this, after that whole interaction with Joey Pants, he's like, it's a job. It's a great way to make a buck. Blah, 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 blah. All these like interesting little like jabs at acting and being an actor. It's so funny that he agreed to do that and like take this very like narcissistic kind of self-deprecating role of like about himself. That's hilarious. But I thought that was a fun scene because it shows the other side of it, the disconnect between the art and the artist in a way. But then we also get this tragic little glimpse into Trevor and his past, especially with that. It was like, you stole this role from me. It was like, no, dude, you were high off your ass. You were so gone. You were seeing things, hallucinating. We couldn't work with you. And funny enough, with Simon, you were seeing something very similar, but he's sober. It's hard to work with him because he's doing this, that, and the other, like causing them to move the production based on his own ideas. Is like this is none of this is in the script. None of this is that. Making problems for people. And they wrote him off. So in that way, it's another mirror of Trevor in a way. But then by the end of this too, Trevor, after this interaction, after going with this whole thing, almost encourages his thinking about the role in a way that he didn't before. With this expansion, it was like, I'm thinking, what if there is a connection between him and the person that I'm playing? And then we'll go from there. And it's like, yeah, let's go with that. And then it was like, that was transcendent. It actually achieved this thing. So maybe there's some kind of balance, or maybe it's just some, I don't know, maybe he just needs somebody that gets it. so that can shine through in this way, as much as this is all being orchestrated to kind of court him along, string him along, so that they can try to nab some evidence. I don't know what would be on his laptop, unless he had recorded videos of him using his powers. But obviously there's physical damage in here, which, I mean, it's a, you know, this little studio apartment, and, you know, it could simply just be a damaged wall, but I don't know. We didn't really tackle that too much just yet, but I love the whole, the journey towards filming this tape, finding their place, centering ourselves, because it's so much so about being yourself, putting yourself into it, and being present and mirroring the world. It's just like such a fascinating vocation, I think acting is. Like, I don't think I could ever do it myself, mostly just because I don't know if I've got the memory for it, or the I do get stage fright quite intensely, which is why I never soloed when I was in. I mean, I had to a couple of times, but I didn't like to solo when I was in show choir and whatnot. I like being part of a group. I like being up there with everybody and just kind of blending in as part of an ensemble. I love that. But like when the spotlight's on, dude, it stresses me out so much. I got better about it. I think this has helped a lot with that, but I still don't think it would. I don't think that would. I still don't think I could ever brave that too much. But you never know, man. I didn't think I could ever memorize, let alone a 25-minute set of music and all of the associated choreography, but I did that. But that was also a long time ago, very much so out of practice. It's just one of those things I just commend endlessly, especially people with this photographic memory, people that can disappear into this, because I pride myself on my ability to feel emotions, both myself and others. I can read and feel of the vibe and energy of a room and all these different things. But I don't know. I don't know that I can ever not be me or pretend. But some people are so good at feeling and then projecting and molding that and taking that and putting that out in a way that is completely manifested by them. And the way an actor can do that, I just find it magical and transcendent when I just stop seeing them and see the character, feel the feelings, feel all of it, and none of it's real. It's just coming off the page, they're reading it, they're selling it, they're making it sound believable, they're embodying it, and then it creates this illusion of reality, and it's just, it's absolutely magic. And I find that so fascinating. But yeah, man, fantastic first 2 episodes. It's very, other than the little bits with him flickering up his powers and having a little thing, and the damage control stuff, and obviously the lore, with Trevor, his history, his backstory, and all that. It doesn't. I mean, it feels so different. It just feels like a slice of life, dissection of, a struggling actor trying to maintain their passion, but also find their way into their craft and find their way. It feels like it feels like an HBO show almost in a lot of ways. It's not, if it didn't have those connections, it just wouldn't feel like anything else we've seen so far. And I just find it so fascinating, but it's also so genuine, but also so fun and cheeky and tongue-in-cheek about it all too. I don't know, man. I love it. I'm really, really digging the vibe right now. Hey guys, we're going to be taking a couple of Patreon questions now. I'm recording this a little bit later because when I sat down to record the first 2 episodes of Wonder Man, I was not sure if I was just going to try to bang it all out or what. So I decided we're going to do 2 at a time just for pacing's sake. And I put up some questions or requests for questions or comments from you guys for those 2 episodes. So I'm inserting those here now. And then, obviously, the post up for the subsequent episodes will also be getting posted before I record this time around. So let's let's pop on over and see what you guys have for me here. So first off, we got Robert English. The show gives me strong HBO Entourage vibes, with celebrities playing heightened versions of themselves. With this being a Hollywood-centric show, did you expect real-world actors to appear as themselves? I've never seen Entourage firsthand, but I did get the vibe that this felt a little more like you said, like an HBO show, or like the clips I've seen of the studio in a kind of a way, like Marvel's version of that. And, you know, as far as real world actors playing heightened versions of themselves, like the Joe Pantoliano thing, the Joey Pants thing was just fucking hilarious, especially because he's in there taking shots at himself, probably vicariously taking shots at other actors while being the butt of the joke. I thought that was great. I didn't expect that at all, but we know because of all the pop culture references within the MCU, especially from Peter, that a lot of films we've seen, Star Wars, Aliens, blah, 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 a bunch of shit, is canon to the universe. So therefore, I mean, those actors that we watched on there should also be. But I didn't know if they would go that route or not, or just play to, I mean, hell, he was shooting American Horror Story, a new season of it. That was wild. I don't know. I did not expect that going into this at all. I did not even entertain the idea of that being a possibility. And then we have Russell Crockett. How much Wonder Man knowledge did you have prior to the show? Did you ever follow the West Coast Avengers? Zero. Absolutely zero. I knew of the character. I knew Wonder Man existed. I have no idea what their power set is. I know their rough design, I think. That's it. I've seen them in passing, but I don't really know anything about who they were. Everything I know right now has come from this show. And as far as that goes, did I ever follow West Coast Avengers? Not particularly. I've said this in the past before, but I've always been more of a DC guy, very much so. But I'm also, sort of like when it came to Marvel, when I was growing up, it was really just Spider-Man and the X-Men. I didn't really like anything else that I had seen or read. I had a couple Spider-Man comics. I had some X-Men comics here and there, but for the most part, I consumed a lot of my knowledge from the animated series around that time. I'm much more of a visual, like, movement kind of person. So I didn't really dive into the comics that much. And because there's such a wealth and depth of them to just jump into, I've always struggled with the idea of breaking into the comics. So I spend more time reading about storylines, about runs, about characters than I do actually reading firsthand information. Like, I'll read a summary, I'll read a synopsis, I'll read a character profile, I'll read someone's entire wiki page. I've done that to no end for DC and Marvel. It's just easier for me to, that's what makes it somewhat accessible for me, and that's where a lot of my knowledge comes from outside of anything found within whatever various animated series are had. But when it comes to Marvel, though, the only animated content I had watched up until that point was the Spider-Man 90s show as well as X-Men. Until the MCU, I played some of the games, like there was that Marvel fighting game on the PlayStation. I can't remember what it was called. It had like Blackheart and a bunch of other people in it. I played the shit out of that. But I never really got to know the characters. There's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That was probably the closest as far as that goes. And in those, like, I just never encountered, between the interactions with Spider-Man and some of these other characters I saw in the animated series, the versions of them I read, like, I had a hard time connecting with a lot of the characters until the MCU. So my versions of these characters are the adapted versions, which is probably a heinous sin, barring the X-Men and Spider-Man, because that was my bread and butter growing up and whatnot. That's where I was home at in the MCU. But as far as everybody outside of those spheres, I had a hard time connecting with any of them, really. And that's probably because I didn't find the right stories, or they weren't adapted well in things that I did see them, or not that we got to get into anything more than like a surface level interaction with them in anything that we saw. So the MCU was kind of my gateway into that. Like, even like the Netflix adaptations for the characters, that's the only version of the Punisher I've been able to connect with. That's the only version of Daredevil that's really kind of gripped me. You know, it just, the list goes on and on. You know, with Captain America and Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, those are the only versions of those characters I've seen that I actually don't loathe seeing them on screen. I had a hard time for whatever reason. DC, though, I ate it up. Ate it up to no end. But Spider-Man, Batman, well, Batman was for a long time. I think I'm kind of growing out of that slowly but surely. But for the longest time, Batman and Spider-Man were my two favorite superheroes, period, end. And given on the day, that could alternate between the two of them. Anyway, that was a long-ass tangent, but that's pretty much just like a West Coast. As far as the West Coast Avengers go, to go back to the root of the question, I haven't dabbled really. I don't even know who's on that in that group. So I could not tell you that. Well, that's like what they were talking about She-Hulk. I think that came up at the conversation over there when the She-Hulk series was coming out about them maybe establishing a West Coast Avengers, I think. Because like she was on, you know, the other coast, right? Am I remembering that right? I think so. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I did not really have a lot of, I knew the blanket basic Avengers. That was pretty much it. I knew there was a bunch of different offshoots, but I don't really know a whole lot about them, to be completely upfront. But that's all I got for this one. I'm excited to get into the next set of episodes. So with that all said, I'm going to leave it there and pass it off to you. What do you guys think? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction or if you want to get early access, you can check these out over on Patreon. And speaking of before we go, want to shout out Lily Jensen, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burke, Calvin Brindley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, and Amy Beck. I thank you guys so much for becoming Saviors here on the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues we've been taking care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. Thank you guys endlessly. And a huge shout out to you guys, the channel legends over here. You and the patrons allow us to do, I mean, pretty much everything we do on the channel right now, man. With the way the world is going on right now with the economy and with YouTube, without y'all, we wouldn't even be able to do most of what we do over here as much as we cover or whatever. Thank you guys so much. And especially you guys here on YouTube. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. And with that all said, that's all I got. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.